There are new questions this morning about reservations the Trump transition team had with the president's former national security advisor, Michael Flynn. Flynn resigned from the post after he was caught misleading the administration about his contacts with the Russian government. We are now learning that last November, the Trump transition team asked the Obama White House for the classified CIA profile of Russia's ambassador to the U.S. They seemed concerned about the ambassador's contacts with Flynn. A Senate committee investigating Russian interference with last year's election has asked Flynn for information related to its investigation.
President Trump is spending the weekend away from the White House, savoring his first success in the repeal of Obamacare. The House managed to pass a bill to replace the Affordable Care Act this week by a margin of just 4 votes.
But the bill's future is in doubt as Senate Republicans are crafting their own version of the measure. Errol Barnett is traveling with the president in New Jersey. Errol, good morning.
Good morning. Yes, President Trump is continuing a long weekend at his Bedminster, New Jersey golf property, not too far from where I am, after finally scoring a legislative win. The House passage of the American Health Care Act on Thursday now gives the administration an achievement it can point to, even though the effort to fully repeal and replace Obamacare is far from over.
On Thursday, the House voted to repeal one of the worst job-killing laws of all. It's called Obamacare. Perhaps you've heard of it.
The bill is passed, and without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid upon the table.
The celebration was sweet but short for the president and GOP House members who passed the American Health Care Act. After a Rose Garden ceremony, Mr. Trump left Washington and the House began its week-long break. That leaves the bill in the hands of a skeptical Senate. There, the bill's path is expected to be rocky. The total cost of the House bill is still unknown, and a working group of 13 senators, all men, has already been formed to make changes. White House spokeswoman Sarah Huckabee Sanders said the president will not rush the Senate.
Again, this is a process. We haven't put a timeline or a deadline. We want to get it right, not get it fast, and that's the focus.
One big issue for the Senate, the GOP plan includes sweeping changes to Medicaid. It would put caps on Medicaid funding starting in 2020 and stop payments to Obamacare's expansion of Medicaid to people just above the poverty line. This would leave the 31 states and the District of Columbia that participated in the Medicaid expansion to fund the coverage themselves, cut benefits, or cut enrollment. President Trump is also drawn criticism for this comment made Thursday while meeting with Australian Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull in New York.
I shouldn't say this to our great gentleman and my friend from Australia, because you have better health care than we do.
Trump repeated his admiration on Twitter Friday, writing, "Of course the Australians have better health care than we do. Everybody does." Now back to the Senate. The Republican majority body could pass its version of health care reform without any support from Democrats through a process called reconciliation. But that process could take time as the details are ironed out and as many Republican senators envision major changes of their own. Anthony?
Errol Barnett with the president in New Jersey. Thanks, Errol. For more.